I'm Don Altman from Alton Brothers Kitchen. Today we're going to make a great Mediterranean dish at home called chicken shawarma. Let's get going. So I've already mixed a spice blend of shawarma spices, which is cardamom, cumin, coriander, cinnamon, great Mediterranean spices, but we're going to use about a half a cup today. We're going to put in here about 4 to 5 tablespoons of olive oil and about 2 tablespoons of either lime juice or lemon juice. Today we're going to use lime. We're going to mix that up. It's going to give us a nice rub. Excuse my child in the background. Going to mix that up into a nice olive oil style paste. And we got our boneless, skinless chicken thighs over here that we're going to put this rub onto. And because we're using chicken today, let's make sure that we keep our hands nice and clean going into this, because we're going to get them dirty now while we mix this up. Because you want to make sure you get this rub into every crevice of the chicken thigh all over, because it's going to marinate for a few hours before we cook it off. Now traditionally, in the Middle East, this would be put on a rotisserie or some sort of rotating kebab, vertical and stacked, and then they would shave off small pieces as it cooked into your gyro or whatever you're having. Gyro. I think it's a gyro. Gyro, gyro, gyro. All right, looks like we got it here. We're gonna put this with a cover on into the fridge for a few hours. I would say a minimum of 4 hours before cooking it, and we'll come back. All right, so while the chicken marinates in the refrigerator, we decided that we're gonna make Lebanese flatbread for the first time. So we don't have a video out yet on this recipe, just because we wanna taste it, fine tune it, and make sure that everything is good. But this is the first time that we're gonna give this a try. So we made the dough a little bit earlier. Now we're just rolling it out, and then we're gonna cook it on the flat top here. All right, so the chicken was marinating in the refrigerator. We were able to make some Lebanese flatbread while that was marinating. And now we're gonna go ahead, we got our skillet over here, preheated to 375 degrees. You are able to take this chicken, put it on a baking sheet, and broil it for about 16 to 20 minutes in the oven if you feel like you want to do that. But we're going to cook it on the skillet here, just because I like the control that it gives me, that I can sit here and temp it, because I'm trying to really get that kind of like a little bit of a crisp to the chicken. Even though this is skinless, I still want that rub, that oil rub that we put on there to really kind of crisp up. And that way when we slice it to put it on these wraps, it really just has a great texture to it. So we're gonna go ahead. I like to cook with avocado oil. It really withstands the heat very well. A little higher smoke point than olive oil, but yet it's still a good, healthy fat for yourself. So we're gonna go ahead and use avocado oil. So I'm just gonna drizzle some on here just to give it a little bit. And we pulled our chicken out, so that's cold from the refrigerator. And now we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna lay it to where the smooth side is down. So on a chicken thigh, you got this side here, and then the other side. So we're gonna go ahead with the smooth side. I like it just because it has the most surface area to be able to cook at one time. That way it looks the prettiest when it comes off the grill. That's just my preference though. And you want to make sure that your skillet is preheated. You want to hear that sizzle whenever you lay these down. If not, it's not hot enough and it won't give you that crunch or that crisp to the skin. So we get these on here. It's probably going to take 20, 25 minutes. Not totally sure on the timing in order to cook these all the way through. I like to cook my thighs a little bit higher than the 165. I'm pushing them to about 175. And honestly, with dark meat and chicken, you really can't go wrong. They're going to stay juicy all the way up to probably about 190 internal temp. So get your internal temperature, food thermometers out, and check it as we go. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes so far. We're ready to go ahead and flip. Got a nice brown crust that we filmed on top of these that we're able to cook on them. So we're gonna go ahead and flip them, and not too much longer. I would like to say that Allman Brothers Kitchen is a new channel, and we're gonna be doing a lot more videos just like this. So if you like the content so far, please like and subscribe to our videos in the future. All right, so once we flip them all over here, I'm gonna take my internal thermometer. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. It doesn't make any sense to do it before you flip them, just because the temperature, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna be done by the time you flip it. So we're using the thermopro TP20. It's an excellent thermometer. It also has a remote station that if I wanted to walk away, I could sit at the couch and watch it. But we're not gonna use that for today's thing, but we'll put a link in the description below. Go ahead and pick one up. Burn myself. All right, so the chicken's reached an internal temp of 176. We're gonna go ahead and pull it off. We're gonna chop it up into slices, and then we're gonna throw it back on here just to keep it warm until we're a little bit further along and ready to eat. I stack it up so it doesn't continue to cook in the skillet. If you are interested in any of the products that we're using, we'll put links below. This Presto skillet is great for countertop cooking. Just in this specific instance, it does a great job. Down to the tongs that we're using and a lot of our favorite gear. So we'll go ahead and put links down. Feel free to check it out. Again, I just want to remind everybody also that we use this to put raw chicken in the skillet. I did wash it in between. Be sure to wash it in between your uses when you're pulling off the final chicken. Food safety should be on everybody's mind nowadays. So we're gonna go ahead and slice this thin, but not too thin. Oh yeah, that's a juicy chicken. Okay. All right, so we got everything chopped up here. I like to personally throw it back into the skillet just a little bit, just because the oils and everything are back in the skillet, and it's going to coat the parts that you cut and that weren't exposed to your seasoning earlier. You don't have to do this. You can serve it right from here. This is also great if you're not quite ready to eat totally yet. You can keep it warm on there, and it's not going to do anything to the chicken. Like I said, it's chicken thighs. You really have to try to overcook these. But I got the taste. A little bit, and I'm telling you, this is fantastic. It's good. All right, so I'm gonna get my cutting board cleaned up a little bit here. We're gonna pull some of our toppings out. One thing about shawarma, or the way that we're making it with a Lebanese flatbread, is that the toppings that you can put on this, so the ingredients that you put into it, really the possibilities are endless. We got some Greek olives, pickled onions, tzatziki sauce, harissa sauce. We're gonna do some rice. You can put roasted corn into it. You can put really anything, hummus. Whatever you want to put into it, it's really just the possibilities are endless. So, like I said, let's get all this spread out, and we'll go ahead and we'll assemble one, and we're gonna give it a shot. All right, so we got all of our toppings laid out here before we assemble this wrap. So we got the homemade tzatziki sauce, which we'll have a video you'll be able to watch below. Also have our sour cream harissa sauce, which is a spicy pepper sauce. We have some Greek olives, cucumbers, tomatoes, some feta cheese, spinach, the chicken in here, and then some homemade Lebanese flatbread. Also, you can, optional is to put rice on it. Some people do, some people don't. Tonight we're going to assemble without rice, but it is also delicious. So we're going to go ahead and start. I like to start mine off with the harissa sauce on the base. Topped with some spinach. Then we're going to go ahead and add the chicken. And be generous with the chicken. Once you get the chicken in, top it with the tzatziki sauce. A little feta crumble. Greek olives. Cucumbers. And cherry tomatoes. And at this point, you've got everything assembled. So all you have to do is wrap it up. Take a bite. I'm on a keto diet, so I'm gonna have my brother come in here and give this a try for you guys in front of the camera, and we'll see how it is. What do you think?
If I could make love to this, well, hold on. I'm not gonna make love to this, but if I could.
All right, guys. Listen, I said it earlier, say it again. If you liked what you saw tonight, go ahead, like this video, subscribe to our channel. We got way more recipes to show you down the road here. So have a great day.